422, Liberty 155.
Extra 280 uniform, Lynchburg Tower, runway 22 at Bravo 3, line up and wait.
22 at Bravo 3, lining up and wait. Extra 280 uniform.
Liberty 485, frequency
All
change.
right, you ready to go?
Yes. Good day, Liberty 45.
All right.
Liberty 124, fly runway heading, traffic
That's
be an
clear.
extra turning behind you.
Clear.
Roger, runway heading,
He's
Liberty
got the guy on
124.
the upwind. And we've been instructed to
Liberty 124,
line up and wait.
disregard that, they're going to practice area 14, so you can cross one down when you're discretion.
I'm going to angle
Roger.
so I can see the
Liberty
upwind guy.
124.
Extra 280 uniform traffic off the depart trends in the left pattern. Runway 22, turn right on course, clear for takeoff.
Runway 22, right on course, clear for takeoff. Extra 280 uniform, and we'll keep this S on site.
Liberty 155,
right, tails coming up.
22, line up and wait.
Line up and wait.
And so is the rest of the airplane. And I'm going to just sidestep to the right to keep the other guy in
Liberty
sight.
176 is 13 miles northeast, inbound for pattern work.
Liberty 176, Lynchburg Tower, roger, standby.
Well, maybe.
Liberty 155, fly runway heading, runway 22, clear
All
for
right.
takeoff.
All right, bringing the throttle back, clear of obstacles.
Liberty 155.
Liberty 176, Lynchburg Tower, make straight in, runway 22, report a 4
And you have the Cessna in sight?
Yep, right over there.
You know where to go?
Straight in for 22.
I don't know where practice area 14 is.
It's right by Smith Mountain Lake.
Okay, so out that way?
Like,
You did say 4 miles off.
somewhat straight and a little to our right.
Okay.
Mainly straight.
Thank you.
All right, you got the controls?
My flight control.
Your flight controls, and I'm still bringing the prop back, so if you hear any engine varies, that's me. All right, and as we are
Extra 280 uniform, contact Roanoke 135.0.
1350, taxi into extra 2 uniform. Now something you'll notice, you want to hold those rudders neutral when you're in turbulence, or it's not really like turbulence, when you're in any kind of like
200 kilo
bumpiness
contact
here.
Washington Runway,
That rudder does swing, it's a light airplane. So you just kind of have to actively hold the airplane steady.
Okay.
If you wonder what it kind of does, that little like fishtail. All right, why don't you go ahead and just bank the airplane, get your feel back into it, kind of warming up, banking left and right.
Alright. Clear right, turning right.
Okay. And we'll use this time as well to practice our push and roll.
Okay.
So now just kind of do that push and roll off to the left. Very nice. All right, you see those hills right there? Right off the nose pretty much? The lake is just beyond those hills, slightly to the right of them.
Okay.
And we'll keep climbing up while we're coming as well. I know the push kind of hinders that climb, but in between the push, get back to gaining altitude. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start talking to Roanoke. Hello, Roanoke, extra 280 uniform is departed Lynchburg, heading to area 1414.
Extra 280 uniform, Roanoke approach, Lynchburg altimeter 3023, squawk 0315.
0315 and 3023 for extra 280 uniform.
Extra 82 uniform, radar contact 5 miles southwest of Lynchburg Airport, say altitude leaving.
Altitude leaving is 2,900 and for high and low areas in 14.
Pressure.
All right, now keep weaving the aircraft back and forth, and while we're doing this, we'll also start looking for a reference line to do our wing overs. Okay. As we still have to trek a little bit south, but.
Right, clear right, turning right.
Okay. Look off of the nose whenever you do any turns, because your nose drops when you turn, because you look down to the right, the nose is going to go where you look. So as you roll to the left now, so go ahead and roll to the left, look off of your nose. Off of your nose?
Yeah.
And you see how you can monitor your nose control there?
Okay.
There you go. That's what I want to see. All right, we got this ridge, the lake. I know it's hazy as all get out. It should be pretty much off our nose and slightly to the right. All right. Okay, now what we're going to do, I know we got a nice ridge line coming up. We could parallel that and use that as a pretty good reference for our wing over.
Okay.
And while we're en route to the wing overs, why don't we go ahead and practice some aileron rolls?
Okay.
3177 traffic, 3 miles southeast.
So as a reminder, we got airspeed, we got at least 120 knots. Pitch up 10 to 20 degrees. Stop the nose from moving with that kind of push that stops the nose from coming up. And then roll the aircraft at whatever speed you want.
Okay.
3177, go ahead.
Alright, we are on the acro tank when you're ready.
3 miles southeast of your position, southwestbound altitude in case.
Alright, 120, 3,300. Hold back.
Traffic, 3177.
A little bit more nose up. There you go. And
roll.
Easy pull up. That's 3 Gs. So remember, before you pull, take a deep breath and do a nice relaxed pull, because the future airplanes you fly, that's going to be too hard of a pull.
Right.
Now, why did your airplane lose altitude? Well, like I told you, 75% of it you're losing altitude, right?
Right.
So how do you mitigate that? First off, you can do a cheat by bringing the nose up higher. So go ahead and bring the nose up a good 20 degrees. What you did was maybe 10.
Okay.
And now on your next roll, what I want you to do is I want you to do some cheats with it. So when you're inverted, you're going to have to push, and as you come back upright, you're going to have to level out. You can also use a little top rudder to mitigate altitude loss. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, get that nose up nice and high. You're on the acro tank.
Okay.
And a faster roll helps as well, but I like how you're practicing slow rolls. It's harder.
Okay. Push.
Roll. Pushing, push, 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 push. And pull, 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 pull. You see how that makes a huge difference?
Yeah.
And you know what? Your push was 0 G, so perfectly fine for any airplane you're going to fly, even in the airline world.
Right.
So much, much better. That's how you use all your flight controls to benefit you. Very nice. But you see how you had to anticipate the push, and then on this last half you had to anticipate the pull.
Right.
And really it's just because it takes a minute for the brain to catch up. That's what you're anticipating. Alright, you got a little bit of bumps that's caused from the weather. Alright, let's find a nice reference line here to do our wing overs.
The ridge works.
Alright, you said the ridge?
Yeah.
Alright, let's use that. 160 knots is the starting airspeed.
Okay.
Atlantic approach, Liberty 166, how's the weather at Lynchburg, and we're heading back.
Liberty 166, contact Lynchburg Tower 127.65.
Contact tower 127.65.
And if you want to, speed up a little bit faster, just push it over a little bit more and you won't lose as much altitude in the airspeed gain. Because, this is like maybe 5 degrees nose down. This airplane can do a lot more and you've been doing more. Good, we got the 160.
160. 2,500. Pull up 45 degrees. And then to the left.
Watch the nose too, and I know you're looking at your aim point, the ridge line. Very nice, and one to the right.
Alright. Got 160. Oh, almost. 160, 2,600. Up 45 degrees.
Yes, keep those wings level.
The right.
Touch me on the power. Alright, so on that one, let's do another one. Let's go to the right on this one.
Okay.
We got the speed. We'll go right into it.
Alright.
Now on that last one, keep those wings level. On that last one, you relaxed for too long.
Okay.
Right? And then you yanked to 3 Gs.
Yeah.
So keep managing your energy state by staying a little bit on the slower half. So in here you should be pulling some. See how you kind of had to speed up? So you want to anticipate that and control so that it speeds up no faster than what you want it to speed up at. Much better. Now that last one, you're doing great, and then you still pulled out, and then we ended up higher and slower. All right, let's gain some altitude. Let's get out of these bumps. Okay. Climb up at a good 110 knots. And let's turn. Let's do a left turn, 180 turn.
Clear left, turning left.
That's me bringing up the power a little bit.
Roanoke approach, Liberty 155 is 3.5.
Alright, keep on climbing, keep climbing. So, one thing, you can feel the airplane sink. If your seat feels light, the plane's heavier than you, so it's going to sink faster than you. So,
4155,
the less of the bank you have, the more you're going to climb, right? So right now, if our goal is to climb over the turn, and we can just turn when we get there, you want to have your wings a little more shallow to accomplish that.
Okay.
All right, let's offset the ridge line. We don't want to fly right over it because there's no point in getting rid of our ground, our altitude. Bringing up the power. All right, once we get up to at least 4,000 feet, we'll do the 5 up, 5 down.
Okay.
As a reminder, that'll be 160 knot entry. And confirm that you hit the 45 up. Push to hold your nose at the angle it's at, and then roll, get those wings nice and level.
Okay.
And let the nose gently come down to a negative 45. Pick a house, point, and roll right around that. A house, a tree, something to reference.
Justin 3 Mike November, contact approach 126.
All right, as we're almost at 4,000, let's find a nice, you want to keep paralleling the ridge line, that's good. As long as we just stay this offset, because you could end up off-heading and keep climbing too. Let's get a nice 120.
Okay. 177, traffic no factor.
Because in rules, when you're learning, it's not uncommon.
33, traffic 3 miles.
It's not uncommon to be offset on your heading, so we don't want that offset to be into the mountain, you know?
Right.
So this gives us a little extra space. If you want any trim at any time, let me know, and I can give you some back here.
Okay. Alright, so now we're at 4,000 and we have to speed up to 160.
Yeah? Get it nice. Now I'm maxing you out on that throttle.
Okay.
Alright, now speeding up, the best way to do it is to push over and get a good push and start descending faster. So get a good 30 degrees at least, nose down. And now we're talking. See all that? We're on the acro tank?
Yeah.
Much better.
Okay, 160. Pull up.
Yeah?
45 degrees. 3, 4, 5. Push. Roll.
Get off your nose. Get the wings level.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Push. Roll.
Easy. Take a deep breath as you're pulling. See how that makes a nice gentle pull?
Yeah.
All right. We got the altitude and the airspeed. Go right back into another one.
Alright.
This time when you roll, look off of your nose.
Okay.
All right? And go.
33, 1.
2, 3, 4,
31,
5, 45 degrees.
change it
Look
up.
off your nose, nose, wings level.
1,
Boom.
2, 3, 4, 5. Push. Roll.
There you go. Easy pull, deep breath and pull. And let's slow her down to climb up, and we'll get up to 100, climb at 110 again.
Okay.
And if you want, just pull her into another 45 nose up. Why not, right? And we'll just keep climbing instead. Very nice. So you see the difference looking off your nose when you roll? You're able to get your wings level. You can keep orientation of the whole situation.
Oh yeah.
Very nice. All right, back on the wing tank. Alrighty. Next what we're going to do is I'm going to start
Roanoke approach, Liberty 133. We have
bringing us into upset as we're climbing up, and then we'll do some loop and a barrel roll, all right?
Okay.
So you're flying along, and I'm just going to kind of give you some upsets here and there, okay? I'm going to be Mayhem. You're still on the controls.
Okay.
You're in a little bit of turbulence. No big deal. Till you get brought up.
Alright. Uncouple, neutralize, analyze. Push. then here's the horizon, so reset, pitch, power, trim. We want to climb.
Yep, and you can bring power back in. You're kind of creeping it back a little bit where the airplane was, one of the two. But there we go, happy spot.
And then reconfigure flaps and landing gear.
Very nice, very, very nice. All right. Why don't you go ahead and give me a right turn?
Right, clear right, turning right.
All right, and the next thing you know, a big heavy 747 just went out in front of you.
Uncouple, neutralize, analyze, push, roll. Here's the horizon, power, we want to climb out, so pitch, power, trim.
Very, very
Pitch up to climb, power in, and then reconfigure flaps and landing gear.
Very, very nice. All right. Go ahead and let's come back to the right.
Right, clear right, turning right.
And let's find a nice reference line. We actually got a really sweet road right here on this little peninsula.
Yeah.
And we'll go ahead and we'll do our loop on that.
Right here?
Yeah, you see the road that we're perpendicular to?
Yeah.
It's a short road, but it'll work.
Okay.
Go ahead and dive down. Let's get at least 160 knots as you turn. And what's cool is using reduced bank, so giving yourself some bank angle and putting your nose down, you build up airspeed a lot faster.
Right.
All right, we're on the acro tank. We got 160.
160.
And the out
4,000.
good.
So pull back.
Yep, pull a little harder, harder, harder. There you go. Looking off of your wing now. Keep that light pole, get those wings level. There you go. And very nice. Very nice. Nice continuous pull. Very, very nice.
160 almost and 4,000.
All right, and the reason why you're just shy of 160 is you pulled a little bit harder on that last bit than you did when you entered into it.
Okay.
And that was what that was from. All right, you ready for, have you done a barrel roll?
Yes.
All right, you ready for a barrel roll once you get the airspeed?
Yes. So is that 180 or 160?
160 at least, 180 makes it super easy.
Okay.
So 160 is plenty for this airplane. Are you going to go left or right?
Left.
Okay.
So pull up to 45.
Wings level and pull up.
Station 51,
Looking off here, well that works too.
radar contact line maintain 6,000.
6,000.
Good. Okay.
Easy, deep breath. There you go. So actually, you were a lot more calm on the down. On the up, you rushed it a little, interestingly enough.
Okay.
Approach the Lynchburg altimeter 3022.
All right, I'm going to bring this power back just a smidge. But very, very nice. Okay, let's gain some altitude.
Victor Tango, turn right heading 250, vector shrewd.
How you feeling? Feeling good?
Right,
Yeah.
250.
All right. I'm going to take the controls for a second.
Your flight controls.
My flight controls. All right. As we're flying around, you are the pilot monitoring. I am the pilot flying.
Okay.
So what I'm about to do is, let's say we were a little high, and so what I'm going to do is I got to bring my power on back. We're going to be intercepting a localizer going into runway 22. And so I bring that power on back because we're high. We want to get this jet down, get it down fast. And all right, now I'm level on my localizer at 4,500. Cool. I'm pointing to my localizer.
Station 1, Victor Tango, proceed direct runoff.
Direct runoff now.
All right, talk to me, pilot monitoring.
Alright.
Tell me what to do.
Alright, these are the post-stall gyrations.
Well, talk to me. How do I get out of this?
Everyone, contact Lynchburg RC.
How do I get out?
Power idle.
What's going on? What's going on?
This is incipient.
What's going on here? I don't know what's happening.
Oh, push,
Push?
push,
Okay.
roll. Now reset, pitch power trim, so add power to climb. Push the nose forward a little bit. Get down to about 110 knots.
Okay.
And then trim for a climb, and then reconfigure flaps and landing gear.
second, but you got it.
I thought you were gonna spin.
Yeah, well, just say what the plane's doing. All right, your flight controls?
My flight controls.
Flight controls. All right, let's do a turn to the left, stay over the lake here.
To the left.
And we're,
Turning left.
and we're just over the airport out here. So let's keep on climbing as well. And you can climb at 100 knots. Temperature.
Okay.
Approach Liberty 133. We
for now.
have information Bravo. We're leaving Prex area 16 low to head back to Lynchburg.
Liberty 133.
All right, so part of that was
Roger, the Lynchburg altimeter
you should just say what the plane's doing, not what you think it's going to do, right?
Right.
So we stalled, right? But first, you never want to get to the stall, especially on an approach, right? So first you'd be like, hey, airspeed, you're getting slow. And that's when you're like, hey, push.
6.9 or shift.
Power's still at idle, maybe. So, you know, you want to egg them on earlier. That may have been some confusion on the scenario. But then you finally got to it and you started going, okay, hey, push. And then you start getting directive, and guess what? I started doing it. So very nice. You were clear and directive. Once you did it, you're good. All right, we're still flying along. Just so you know, your VNE is going to be 120 knots, okay? If you get over that,
124
well, what's going to happen is you're going to get flutter from Mach Tuck, okay?
Southwest.
Okay.
So the key to that is to slow down by bringing your power back and getting your nose up, but staying within the G tolerance of the airplane,
Departure radar
which is,
contact.
let's say, 2.5 Gs, okay?
2 o'clock.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Company traffic 2100.
Alright, you're flying around. You had a 7-4 fly over you. Now you get caught in their wake.
Alright, uncouple, neutralize, analyze, push, roll, power. Power back.
Alright, that's me, a little bit on it.
Now we're gonna find the horizon, reset, pitch, power, trim.
Keep bringing the power up till I stop you. Alright, that's me.
And reconfigure flaps and gear.
King Air 1 Alpha Sierra, contact.
Very nice.
132.85, yeah.
Alright. Yeah, it's nerve-wracking to have that flutter, right?
Yeah.
But we want to simulate it. Very good on getting the plane slowed down. You had an initial hard pull and then you eased it out a little bit.
Right.
So just remember a nice gentle pull out. Alright. So I'm not missing anything before our spins. Okay, on these next upsets, I want you to roll the airplane at that slow rate that, let's say, the Seminole is going to roll at, okay?
Okay.
It's going to challenge you a little bit more. Still feeling good?
Yeah.
Sweet. Alrighty. And you know, be proactive if there's any time where you're like, yeah, I'd recover now.
Okay. Uncouple, neutralize, analyze, push, roll.
Alright, that wasn't slow enough for me. I'm going to put you in another one.
Okay.
Very slow. I'm gonna hesitate your roll a little bit. Do everything, but you'll feel me on the pressure, okay?
Okay. Uncouple, neutralize, analyze, push, roll. Power down.
Yeah, that power makes a big difference.
Reset, pitch, power, trim. There's the horizon.
Rolling
Gonna pull back, put the power back into climb,
11 miles.
and reconfigure flaps and landing gear.
Nice, very nice. Alright, let's start climbing up for some spins.
Free 159,
We're at
Roger.
6,000, I want to get at least 7,000, and let's do a 180 turn back over the lake.
Alright, clear left, turning left.
I'll use this to look at some traffic. Alright, and you have done spins?
Yes.
Sweet, alright. Did you do one to the left and the right? Do you remember?
Yes.
Alright, so this first one, do you want to go left or you want to, actually let's go right on the first one.
Okay.
Well actually you can choose left or right, but yeah, let's do right. I already said it, we're doing it. Alrighty, so we're going to go to the right first. I want you to get us in it. I'll help you hold in if needed.
Okay.
Get us into it. Then talk to me when we're in the incipient phase, the fully developed. And then I'll say recover, and then you'll recover.
Okay.
Alright? So I want to get up to at least 7,000 feet. The mountain is behind us, that's a good thing. Get those wings nice and level. And actually with this one, I want you to do a turning. So we'll do a left turn and a right spin. It's going to be just like a cross control stall entry, and then the rest is going to look just like your average spin.
Okay.
Okay? Alright, start bringing that power back to idle. We're going to the acro tank. And start bringing that nose up. Letting her slow down. There'll be a right turn spin. There's a buffet, full aft stick, full right rudder, and commit. Alright.
Alright, this is the incipient phase. And now we're in steady state.
Alright, and recover.
Recover, power idle, ailerons neutral, rudder pull opposite, elevator forward, and we'll neutralize the rudder. And climb out.
Very, very nice. Only gripe I have is what? What do you think?
Power sooner to climb.
No, actually that was fine because you want to get the airplane in a normal flying state before you throw in all this yaw, right?
Right.
Especially if you're going to toss it in quick, which I don't recommend. I recommend easing into it. You had a quick kind of pullback while the airplane was still fairly slow. We had a low enough angle of attack where she didn't stall, but it could bring you into a stall with that rapid of a pitch change.
Okay.
And it also adds a lot of G. And you went from, in a spin, you know, you do have a little negative. I mean, it's only like negative 0.5 sometimes. It depends. So your body, too, going from negative to positive, it's a little harder on your body.
Okay.
That's a small amount, but really the main concern is you don't want to restall her. All right. Very, very nice. How you feeling?
Okay.
Well, we still got a while to climb anyways. Got the air on you? You're good there?
Yep.
Cool. Let's go ahead and do some turns over the lake here.
124, traffic just parted off of Brooks.
We can go right or left either way.
So you're left, turning left.
Westbound.
Roger, we're looking
All right, so kind of different entry, right, when you have a turn.
Yeah.
But it's short. You know, it's really within the first turn. It feels different. It looks different. It's like a cross control stall, honestly. Weird entries are what add the startle and really put you in a surprise state when it comes to a spin. Because you can practice it from level all day long, but I tell you what, from past experience, when you enter it from a weird position, which is normally what's going to happen, I mean, you got to think about it, it's going to be your turns where you're uncoordinated that's going to happen to you, you know?
Right.
So I think it's great to see it. Oh, you keep on turning, so we just stay over the lake as we climb on up. These shallow turns are perfect because it gives us some altitude gain. That's me coming up on the power a little. All right, so this next one we're going to do, very similar. We're going to do a left spin. And you can do it in a turn if you want to see that again, or level, your choice.
Okay.
And you're going to get us into the spin. I'm going to take, once we're fully developed, so tell me again when we're incipient and fully developed. Once we're developed, I'm going to take the controls. I'm going to bring the stick to the outside, which will be our right.
Okay.
And you're going to see that the pitch of the nose is going to come up a little bit, and the acceleration of the rotation is going to increase a little. Not a whole lot, but a little. And then after that, I'm going to bring my stick back to neutral, and I'm going to bring it a little bit forward. So you're going to see as the nose dip down and the acceleration increase fairly quickly. So I won't hang out there for long. And then I'm going to bring the stick back, and I'm going to tell you to recover.
Okay.
Liberty 124, that traffic now.
All right, let's do a turn to the left
Southeast
here.
position, altitude 1,900, still climbing.
And we got plenty of altitude.
Roger, we're looking Liberty 124.
So once you turn around back to the north, we'll go ahead and you'll enter us into the spin. All right, keep turning so we're not pointing the ridge line.
Okay.
That way we stay well clear of it the whole way through. Perfect. Yeah. All right, plenty of altitude. Acro tank is on. So whenever you're ready.
All right, pull the power back. The nose. nose up.
Hold this angle right here is just fine. Full left rudder, full left stick.
Alright, this is the incipient phase. Now we're in a steady state stall.
Alright, my control.
Flight controls.
I'm going to bring the stick to the right. See how the rotation increases slightly?
Yep.
How nose comes up. Bringing the stick forward.
Now,
Nose
miles
dips.
out to position,
Speed
westbound up
Stick
2,700.
back and recover.
Our idle, ailerons neutral, rudder full opposite, and
340, 2000.
full elevator back.
Easy, deep breath, deep breath as you pull out.
Maintain 10,000.
4G Monster.
And fly runway heading to join Chesley for arrival.
10,000.
And we're gonna climb.
Join the Chesley 4, please straight.
Ooh, that one got me.
Oh yeah, it gets everybody. Alright, so keep flying. Give me a little bit more power. And dip the nose down just a little. Let's get a good shallow 110 to 120 climb. We're on the wing tank. You can go ahead and turn back to the north towards Lynchburg. You can go left or right, whatever you prefer.
I'll turn to the right.
Alrighty, and we'll look for traffic as we do it. So yeah, so on that one, really we're demonstrating if you went out of order on the recovery, or you know if you added a step when you weren't supposed to, like moving the ailerons opposed to having them neutral. The on the recovery, what's something you wanted to work on there? What's something I griped on it the first time? Pulled. Yeah, pulled really hard. I know it looks like you're pointing to the ground, but I want to get that habit out of you, okay?
Uh-huh.
So what we'll do is we'll climb up a little bit more, give you some time here. And I'm going to get us in some nose lows. And they're going to be pretty nose low. And I want you to get used to just taking a deep breath and gently bringing the airplane up at a nice 2G. You're not gonna hit the ground, all right? We're doing this in a controlled environment, and I'm here to tell you.
Approach Pat 322.
500 feet from the ground,
10,000 with information.
1,000 feet from the ground, I still feel like I'm gonna smack into it. You do. That's just how our body reaction, you know? So part of that is controlling that. So I do that by taking a deep breath and gently pulling. Your rate, just like your loop, that second half of that loop, that's the exact rate you want in a recovery. That exact rate. If you think I'm just doing the back end of a loop, you'll be perfect. Okay. All right. Let's go to the right.
5340 contact.
90 degrees.
24.05.
How you feeling?
A little rough.
A little rough, like you want to go back rough, or if you fly around a little bit low. We got plenty of time, so we can
just fly around a little bit.
Cool.
Pat 322, you proceed direct Kujum for the RNAV 22 approach.
Now, have you spiraled yet? Have you seen that?
No.
Okay. It's not, you don't have to. That's for CFIs. You definitely have to. Okay. If you feel really good and you want to see what that looks like, it looks like the spin, but your airspeed's increasing rapidly. That's the difference.
I think I'll wait until I do CFI.
Okay, cool. That's fine. Like I said, it's not on a syllabus. You don't need to see it. Just that most people have seen it at this point on accident. So you've been really good at
3021 contact.
staying in a spin.
021 will contact tower, thanks.
Alright. Turning, actually we kind of keep weaving back towards Lynchburg slowly. It is hazy. You want me to help navigate you to it?
Sure.
Alright, let me see. Come a little left, I believe, and then I'm going to put it here in the magic box because it's definitely hazy. Alright. It is pretty much off of the nose. Maybe like another less than 5 degrees still left, so pretty much off the nose.
Okay.
And it is 20 miles out, so we can definitely keep checking this way. We don't need to gain any more altitude. Okay. We're good here. That's me on the throttle. Alright, how you feeling?
Still a little rough.
Alright, one thing I want you to notice here is, do you notice you're descending a little?
No factor, Liberty.
What?
Did you notice you're descending a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay, alright. Alright, as you're flying, go ahead and just do some turns back and forth just for visibility of traffic, really. And as you turn, I really need you to look right off of your nose.
Okay.
And now roll to the right looking off of your nose. Yeah, you can maintain complete control. You don't drop the nose, none of that, because you naturally are going to turn the plane to where you're looking. Do you want to do the inverted spin?
No.
I have to ask you. That's fine. I have to. Alright, on the way down, I just want to get a couple of unusual upsets nose low.
Okay.
I'm not going to be spinning you or none of that, or rolling you around. Literally, I'm just going to put your nose low.
Okay.
Alright? And then a nice easy G out. Let me know when you feel like you can handle that.
I think I can do it now.
Okay, let's slow the airplane down. Let's pretend you're, you're told, hey, I'm going to have to put you in a hold soon, so why don't you slow down now?
Okay.
So bring her back pretty much to idle. And start slowing her down, getting her to like 90 knots.
Okay.
And you're sinking a little bit. You actually can feel it because the airplane's kind of, you got lightness on your tush.
Yeah.
And you can look out on your wingtip too when you're sinking, and you can see that you're getting lower and lower on points on the ground.
Okay.
So those are a couple ways to see you're sinking, so let's not do that. Alright. You're slowing down, you're slowing down. Get that nose up, nice and
Or are you
good.
just going to play around in the pattern and then pick your Alpha
Alright.
far out to Delta Alpha?
Now I'm going to be a little bit of
The second
mayhem.
one, sir, will cancel with the tower, and then it depends on the traffic.
Alright,
actually, down
uncouple,
there.
neutralize,
We'll,
analyze,
make another decision.
push, roll,
Thank you.
Deep breath and just do a second half.
power, nose down, power down, reset, pitch, power, trim.
Very nice.
Here's the horizon, we're going to climb out of it and reconfigure flaps and gear.
Very nice. Is that better?
Yeah,
You want to do another one?
sure.
Alright. Mayhem on you again. I'll slow her down a little bit. Alright.
Uncouple, neutralize, analyze, push, roll.
I'm going to get you a little low.
Okay, push, roll.
Low roll.
We're going to find the horizon, nose down, power down. Here's the horizon, so we're going to reset, pitch, power, trim, climb out of it. And reconfigure flaps and landing gear.
Very nice.
Control aircraft information.
Well, is there anything else you want to see that you haven't seen, you want to see again? You want me to do a hammerhead or something like that?
What's a hammerhead?
You pull it into the vertical up, and then a pivot around the axis. So you kind of like do this little pivot pirouette.
I don't think my stomach can take it.
Okay. Alright. Can you do another upset or two, or are you good? I'm happy with what you're doing. I just want to get you your full time here. We got about 10 more minutes.
I could do another upset.
Path 322, you're 8 miles.
Alright.
Cross Cujamatta.
I'm Mayhem again.
400, clear on nav runway.
Alright.
Air flying.
Cross Cujamatta, 4,400, cleared RNAV, 22.
Alright, uncouple, neutralize, analyze, push, roll. 45 to 60 degrees, the nose is coming down. Power. We're going to reset, pitch, power, trim, so we want to climb out of it. Add some power to pick up our airspeed.
Roanoke approach, stationer.
And reconfigure flaps and landing gear.
Alright, now this airplane rolled nice for you because of the kind of plane she is. Normally you're going to have to just be nice and slow, because you actually did that. You were below the stall.
Victor Alpha,
Okay.
2 miles.
So a non-aerobatic airplane probably wouldn't have been so favoring for you.
Requested altitude.
764, Charles.
Alright, we got one guy 1,500 feet below us. Go ahead and turn to the right.
Okay.
And Lynch,
485, can you proceed southbound? I have a
Lynchburg's actually going to
traffic at your
be...
9 o'clock.
You see it about coming up 1 o'clock?
That way?
Southbound 45.
Yeah, kind of. You see that little fluffy cloud somewhat in front of us?
Yeah.
Go down to the left of that.
Okay.
You'll have to point the nose down a little possibly to see it.
Yeah.
107
Alright, we'll start heading that way.
I did it right now, full 107 Alpha.
And you can do a slow descent. We're going to have someone crossing under us 1,500 feet soon.
Okay.
And Roanoke, extra 28 uniform is departing area 14 with Lynchburg in sight.
Number 8 Sierra uniform, you inbound to Lynchburg then?
Heading back to Lynchburg, yes sir, and the airport's in sight.
Number 8 Sierra uniform, roger, the Lynchburg altimeter 3021, you contact Lynchburg Tower 127.65, yeah.
3021 and 2765, see ya. Extra 2 uniform. Alright. I'm always going to say Brickyard, I feel like. Alright, we are 8 miles out. Oh, Lynchburg, extra 2 uniform, 8 miles to the south, Hudson inbound, full stop.
Extra 280 uniform, Lynchburg Tower, enter the right downwind runway 22, reported midfield, altimeter 3021.
Right downwind for 22, we'll report midfield and 3021 for extra 280 uniform. You can hear me, I'm just moving the prop back a little bit, so that's all me. You're still flying it. If you want any trim, let me know. Okay. And yeah, you gotta hold her nice and neutral, so then she'll stop doing that little tail wag. Yeah. We're plenty good on altitude this far out, so if you wanted to stay out of the bumps, you can kind of level off too. Okay.
Liberty Tower, Pat 322, inbound on runway 22.
On the power, I'm just keeping us at 24.
Pat 322, also known as the Lynchburg Tower, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Lynchburg Tower. Do you have a lot of people in the pattern today for traffic pattern work?
We got 2 in the pattern right now, that's about it.
Did you want to do a little inverted flight while we're heading back?
Sure.
You do? Yeah.
22 to join the pattern.
All right.
Pat 32.
Pat 322,
We're on the anchor tank. Get your nose up a good solid 20 degrees nose up.
Break, Freedom 159, fly runway, heading for the
Keep
sequence.
getting that nose up. Keep getting that nose up.
Listening Freedom 159.
Yep, you're right. Buckle up.
4177, can you give me short approach?
Can you do it and I'll just follow along?
All right.
And
My
another
controls.
touch and go.
Your flight controls.
So we're on the anchor
Liberty
tank. Nose is up
177,
nice and
short
high.
approach, runway
I'm going to
22,
slightly
clear
roll.
touch
Look
and
off the nose. Look off the nose.
runway 22, clear touch, go.
All right. So there is the airport, right?
Whoa.
How do I turn to it? That's how. This and that way. See how we're like the bug on the belly?
Yeah.
Kind of cool, huh? Ooh, I'm getting the nose up a little too high. Let me do.
Okay, that's enough.
322 for the sequence, and about a mile, can you begin to slow to approach speed?
Affirmative for Pat 32.
All right. Ear controls.
My flight
Ear
controls.
controls. All right, now we can descend down. I'm going to bring the power back a little bit so we can slow down
Freedom 159 in 10
with everybody else in right pattern. Keep that rudder neutral. That'll help to not get bounced around by turbulence. See how I hold the rudders? That'll help you out. Snap back a little bit. Very nice. All right, come a little more left so I can see the airport if you would. Okay. Thank you.
Pat 322, you can resume normal speed. You're following touch and go Cessna,
level
about 3/4 mile east of the field, wings up, left downwind to base.
Resume normal speed, Pat 322. Number 2.
I see
Extra
one guy
280
off base.
uniform, extend the right downwind, pick up and follow King Air traffic on a 4-mile final.
Extending the downwind for the King Air for extra 2H uniform. All right, got a little bit of power in there. Back up. Actually, what we'll do is we'll kind of fly slow. So I'm bringing your power back to about here, and you can just fly. Let's get that nose up a little, hold
Pat
altitude.
322 traffic.
If you need to get power back in, let me know. Or just do it yourself, that's fine.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, I'm going to about
22.
right about there.
There's the King Air.
Yes, sir. Additional traffic is an
I'm
extra
still
300 on the right downwind, extending to
got
follow
him.
you.
All right, so we'll follow him. No point in
Pat
getting too
322,
far away from
thanks,
him.
then move searching.
All right, get that nose up.
Extra 280 uniform ahead and to your right, 2.5 to 3 mile final.
King Air in sight for 2H uniform.
Extra
Get that nose up a little
uniform,
more.
follow the King Air number 2, runway 22, clear to land.
Following the King Air number 222, clear to land, extra 2H uniform. All righty, my flight controls.
Your flight controls.
My flight controls.
Thank you, sir.
All right, he's going significantly faster than us. I should be able to turn about now. Well, I say significantly, his approach speed actually is probably about the same. So runway line's a good solid in between us, that should be good. Below us down to approach.
Liberty
finals clear.
177, right close traffic this time.
Very close traffic, Liberty 177.
Freedom 159, you're following
All right,
extra
Accurate
300,
tanks
turning
on.
about a 2-mile final from the
Boost
right base.
pumps on.
Roger that.
Yeah,
I'll be
we'll
looking
stay
for that extra 300 for 159. Lynchburg Tower, Liberty 155 is currently 8 miles to the southwest crossing pad
All right,
1.
he's using all the runway.
Liberty
Good thing I gave him
155,
some
Lynchburg
time.
Tower, enter the right to downwind runway 22, reported midfield, altimeter 3021.
Report midfield for
Oh, he's doing touch and go.
22.
Huh, all right, so we're good. Here, clear to land, props coming
Freedom
full,
159,
mixture's
your
full.
traffic on about a 3/4 mile final, number 2, runway 22, clear touch and
Sure
go.
you're clear the rudder pedals for me?
Yep.
Roger that. Got that traffic in sight. Clear touch and go. Number 2, 132, for 159.
Pat 322, left cross one down, report midfield.
Up crosswind and down, 1 report midfield, Pat 322.
Down, girl.
Extra 280 uniform, Bravo 2, contact ground point, Hunter.
Bravo 2 over to ground point 902, it's uniform. This girl floats so much more than the other one.
Really?
Oh yeah, the prop, the square tip
Liberty 155,
prop
you're following Cessna
on,
traffic, just turn cross one and down.
top of Victor is like speed brakes.
Wow.
Second you bring it back, it's like, and then it drops.
Well in the pattern, report midfield left downwind,
All
squawk
right,
VFR.
121.
Report midfield, left down 1, squawk
Right,
VFR, Pat 322.
Oh. Hello, ground extra 2X uniform is on Bravo 2 for the south ramp.
Yes, sir, from Texas, South Ramp, Bravo Delta.
South ramp, yeah, Bravo Delta, extra 2X uniform. Alright, it's their weave on. I see that guy on the right turning away, no facto, and left's clear.
Lynchburg ground, Liberty 161.
Liberty 161.
Also, this airplane's actually a good amount lighter than the other one, because the other one's got the about 40 more pounds on the nose.
Okay.
Area 13.
Because it's 580 instead of a 540.
Liberty 161, roger, give way to the extra inbound on taxiway Delta, runway 22, taxiway Echo Bravo, cross 17.
Echo Bravo, cross 17 to 22, and we'll give way to the traffic, Liberty 161.
Alright, someone's giving way to us. Left was clear. Right's clear. That Cessna's spinning somewhat in our air parking area. Right's clear. Right's clear. We're going back. Where?